I figured I'd give you an update on my little dollhouse that I'm working on, the Christmas themed cabin, if you will. I'm in the office, and I'm in a corner here, as Christmas's stuff is over there, and the desk is covered. So I found an empty spot, and here we are. I did not put any makeup on. Deal with it. And my hair is just thrown up in a ponytail. Why? Because that is about as much effort as I have in me to put into my appearance right now. I don't know if it's the holidays or what, but I'm just... bleh. Anyways, you're not here to listen about me. You're here about my dollhouse. So I figured I'd give you a little update of what it's looking like. And I did try to do some behind the scenes, like I record as I'm doing it. However, it did not go as planned. Why? Because I was having some issues with the couch, and I'll explain in a second. But I don't have the directions with me, but I would show you. The thing with these directions is there's not a lot of directing. Mostly it's just pictures, and you kind of have to follow along what they're talking about. But when you got an itty bitty picture of a little bitty item, it's kind of hard to understand what the heck they're talking about. So for the most part, I wing it, and it goes fine. But the problem with me winging it is I have to try a bunch of different ways of doing something before I find the right thing that's going to work for me and not look like garbage. So when I'm doing that, I'm walking around, I take the thing with me, and I'm like looking at the stuff that I have, that doesn't necessarily come with the kit. So it's like I'm all over the place. So it's kind of hard to record that thought process. So, but I'm going to show you what we have done. But first I want to talk about, this is the rug. And as I was cutting it out, I started laughing. This is just, felt, soft. Tell me that doesn't look like I skinned a hamster or like a guinea pig or something. The shape that they give you is like, I don't know if they were trying to make it look like a bear rug, but being that it's so small, I just started cracking up. So, anyways, that's that. But yeah, I'm gonna switch this camera around so you can see what we're dealing with. Haha, just kidding. These are my husband's miniatures that he is in the process of trying to do something with. I don't know, but they're sharing the space that I'm on right now, so here we are. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a little hat on Alfredo. I did try to make a Santa hat, like I said. It kind of looks like a deformed pirate hat, but and I gave Pepper a red bow so that they look a little bit more festive. Set those side by side. And then onto this little couch. Okay. I'll post a picture here of what it's supposed to look like. But this is what I came up. And yes, I can see that there's some pieces here. I'm planning on trying to make kind of like a throw blanket type of thing to kind of cover that up because it's driving me nuts. And this is not part of the kit. This was material I had from another kit that I used to fix my not knowing what to do. So basically, and I couldn't figure out how they did it. Like, as an upholsterer's daughter, I would know how my dad would do it. But for working on a miniature that doesn't give me any the proper templates for the certain shapes, it just wasn't working right. But this part right here is supposed to be the same material. And the way they had you fold it, because this piece is 2 pieces glued together, so it was like a flat board and then this round area here. So those are glued on there, and then you're supposed to cover it a certain way to where it would cover this. And I'm going to show you the back, and don't get too mad at me. It's not done, but it's done enough for now. But it would cover both front and back of the armrest. However, I couldn't figure out how they were doing it, so I left it bare, and I was going to paint it, but then I was like, oh, this fabric kind of looks like it would go on this couch, so I threw it on there. And then, again, this piece is supposed to be the same material, but the way they had the pattern, I didn't care for it, and I figured it would tie in nice to these. So I might do something with this stuff on top. We'll see. But yeah, this actually came with the first kit that I did, but they wanted you to make pillows out of this. It's very thin material. And that's the other thing with the material that they give. This isn't too bad, but what I was running into is like, which is why I haven't done too much back here. Now, in a perfect world, and in a bolster world, to do the backing, my dad used to have like this black, I don't even know what kind of material it was. It was probably similar to this, but you would just put it on the back here. But, you would fold it kind of over so it wasn't fraying like this, and then you would naturally nail it or staple it. But when you're working with these little boards, it's not really an option, so you have to kind of go with super glue, or glue just in general. And folding it over like that to create the seamless look just was not working for me. So I don't know how I'm going to figure that part out, but we'll get there. The other thing that I did was this little dude, which was pretty easy to do. I mean, it was just the horns glued onto the little horse-looking thing, made it like a reindeer. I basically just did that because I wanted to get rid of some of the wood. Also painted the window, and I'll insert a picture here because it was just like this natural looking wood, and to me it just looked too bright for my cabin look that I'm trying to go for. So I did paint it a dark brown. I haven't figured all that out yet, so but this table is on wheels and it keeps moving. Oh, we're professional here at Random Reads. Anyways, so I did do that, and this needs a good cleaning because it got all dusty, and just dealing with these materials, just, I don't know, whatever. I did do a couple of the presents, which I don't have in here because I kind of want to do that as a separate thing. And the last thing that I am going to do is decorate the tree. The decorations that come with the kit are not going to be what I'm using, mostly because it looks tedious and I don't like them. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I am kind of, I don't know if it's just a matter of Pepper, sit up straight. A matter of inspiration, but I think with this one, because all the other kits had you do all the furniture first, and then you would do the walls. So I think having this kit tell me to do the walls and the floor first, it's just like, well, it looks done. So my brain's like, it's done, don't worry about it. And I need to get out of that mindset because it is not done. It still has like a bunch of pictures and stuff like that that needs to go on the walls, and presents around the tree, and there's some decorations that go up here and a wreath. So we've still got a lot of work to do. It's just a matter of getting my butt in gear. And like I said, today I decided to make this ridiculous little Santa hat. I think if I did it smaller, it probably wouldn't look so silly, but it's hard working with fabric that small and making it look the way you want it to look. But, it'll work for now. It's a Santa hat. Alfredo looks festive. It's fine. I might just opt out and give him some sort of tie or something, bow tie. I don't know. The problems we have here. But this is what I have so far. And I hope you are enjoying the way I'm breaking this up. It kind of gives you a little bit of stretched out content while I am dealing with trying to figure out how to become a YouTube star. So I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the Christmas cabin build, and I hope to get the rest of it done this week because Christmas is coming, guys. Gotta get this done. Need some of Santa's helpers. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That makes me feel a lot better. And if you're not already subscribed or following me on Facebook, make sure that you're following me. And let's see, share with your friends. I actually had someone randomly share one of my Instagram posts, and that made me pretty happy. So if you want to make me a happy panda, just share something. It's fine. It doesn't even have to be a video. It could be one of the posts. Anything will do. But be sure to let your friends know. We do random things out here on Random Reads, and right now we're working on dollhouses. So if you know someone who likes dollhouses or might be interested in getting this hobby, maybe you'll learn something from me. Maybe you have some tips for me. If you have some tips for me, make sure that you put them down in the comments, and I will be sure to apply those to my wonderful little hobby that I've started. But I will see you on the next one. Have a random day.